Oh, we're recording. What's up, guys? It's the Falcon here, bringing you another Minecraft episode. I know I said a little bit ago that I wouldn't have much more in Minecraft, but I changed that because in the past week I had 2 tests and a presentation. So do you know what that means? Procrastinate by playing Minecraft. Sometimes it's procrastinate by playing Smite. This week it was procrastinate by playing Minecraft. So I actually have been doing a lot in this past week. When I could, and so I just want to show you the results of my work. So here we are at the world map. I don't know if you've ever really gotten a chance to see this so well. I really want to come up and explore up here, but I digress, I haven't yet. So where are we? We're at the green dot right here. This is where the world map is, and our journey is going to take us to the new place that I've been building, which is down here and over there. As you can see, there's a village here. I kind of just improved the village. Of course, this is all within the mythos of Jack. As the defender of as the defending general, or I'm the general of the defense, while Austin is the general of the attack. I'm the general of defense. So that means, securing relations with villages close to us so that they don't attack us and don't join the enemy kingdom. And so our journey will take us here today to the newly formed relation, and on the way I will tell you a little bit of the history between us and that village. And the funny thing is, actually, so I built here. I went looking for horses and stuff, and I actually found some right down here. But when I came back, I kind of got lost and ended up over here. And I realized that this part is connected, and it's actually a really short distance. But I thought that was funny. Anyways, let's be off. It's also funny because this whole week that I've been on here, I don't think Jack and Austin have been on once, so I don't even know if they know what I've been up to. I haven't sent them any Snapchats or even told them anything about it, so we'll see. We start off by taking our boat this way. And so, history of us and this village. So this village was there. It was kind of neutral, I guess you could say. It's not for us. It was actually a lot more like that other village, the one that Jack burned down. And a similar incident happened here, actually, between Jack's troops in here. So we're actually coming up to the guard post. So I'll wait here and let it load a bit. But a similar incident happened between Jack's army and this village. It was a smaller incident. It was only a small quarrel that resulted in 1.5 buildings being burned down. The rest of the village is fine. The villagers are still there. But they weren't exactly pro-Jack sentiment. So, me being in the defense, I decided that we need to change that and get them on our side. So, I first built something that would benefit, that would help with our relations, which is it's gonna load. It's gonna load. I know it's gonna load. Sooner or later, it's gonna load. There we are. So I built a harbor, so we could transport goods and stuff between them. And so here we come to the Fort Percy harbor. Get out, get it. So it's just a basic harbor, customs here. We got and of course my company, Falcon Shipping Incorporated, is running the trade between the village and us. But it's also a good outpost, because I realized we needed more outposts outside. I remember I was telling you I was going to build that guard tower. Well, I didn't build that guard tower, mostly because Jack's building a wall or something there. So instead I decided to build a guard tower to the south, in case to, again, improve relations with the village, give them a little bit of protection, but also so that we could be warned if the enemy was coming or approaching from the south. So we'll go there later, but this is the harbor section of Fort Percy, but this is the fort. So, Fort Percy, right here on the cliff, It's got a nice little lighthouse and lookout, well suited. Nice place over here too to look out. And actually, incidentally, I called it Percy because it's on the sea. And if you know me, you'll know one of my favorite series is the Percy Jackson series. So, yeah, Fort Percy. Named it after that. It's not much on the inside yet. I've been meaning to build like a kitchen area, actually a kitchen area like right there, and like tables and stuff right there for kind of just bunking arrangements. But you got the gunnery and storeroom, which what we got in here? Got, you know, our swords and almost nothing else. Ooh, some TNT just in case things go south. More stuff there. You can come up here to the top of Fort Percy. This is where the barracks are. So we've got, you know, barracks. I think, did I store anything in here? No, I haven't stored. I've been meaning to store some. Let's actually build like 5 swords, just in case they need backups or something. So let's go put those in here. Okay. So yeah, nothing too big, but I do actually really like the design that I decided to go with. I put the pillars on top with the thing around it. I think that looks pretty sweet. And gives Fort Percy kind of a really awesome vibe. And so you go out the back door here. What we'll come to, you can see the back Fort Percy, but it's the training grounds. So they even got a nice little place to train. So I decided that any people that want to defend the village and join Jack's army, at least from the defense section, will probably be trained here at Fort Percy. It's got lovely training grounds. Got a nice archery range where you can practice shooting either any of the heads or the middle one. The one's kind of being there to distract you, which is cool. I just love these views that I can get. I haven't actually given them a bow and arrow yet. I've been meaning to, but I didn't have any resources to. But I just recently, when I went looking for horses, ran into some places with them. It's also where I found the TNT, incidentally. But if we can work a door, we'll go back through here. Up here's nothing too special. It's just leads up to where I get my wood, where I got my wood. So that's not too big. We're gonna go back to the path now. Back to Fort Percy, the harbor section. And it was also cool because it also ended up being a good place for a mine. So we've got some sleeping quarters right there. And caution, mine shaft ahead. There's actually 2 of them. There's one here that I haven't actually started yet because I haven't needed to, and one down here which leads down there and has a lot of place. So as you can see, we've mined a lot, gotten some stuff, making some charcoal. Ooh. There we go. That for later. And yeah, so that is the harbor section. Obviously, we got a check-in desk here, checking any people coming into the harbor, as well as check-in desk here, checking anyone that's coming out in from the sea into the harbor. Got an extra boat here too. That's where I've been keeping a boat for all my trips back and forth. So I have been updating the map. And I've graduated to from baby Minecrafter to adult Minecrafter by learning how to update a map. So now we will go to the village. And so, like I said, I met with the villagers, explained my plan kind of forcefully. Met there and was like, so we are looking to expand our relations with you. We want to become better, you know, trade with you, and hire our relations with you. So we will do some things for you in order to make this happen. We are going to build a harbor down there and a fort. And now you might think that's a threat, that we're putting a bunch of soldiers next to you. But they are, if you cooperate, they will be for your defense. And defending against any other opposing nation and such. And also allows you the opportunity of safe trade. So it was kind of a threat. It's kind of like, we are going to have soldiers here, and we will be posting soldiers in your town. But if you cooperate with us, they'll be there to protect you, not to enforce things upon you. So that was double-handed threat, left it up to them. And we also told them we would build them a wall to protect them. So that is what I did. I built them a grand wall, which took me many trips to the Nether, and I took down a sizable bridge as well as a sizable tower in the Nether to make this wall. So we come to the village, which we were calling South Village, because it's in the south, and I was very lazy when I was naming it. And then we got it right at the entrance. We got the entrance guardhouse. Oh, we also helped. I also told them I would help rebuild the houses that we had burned down in the first place. So I think I was on their side. So we got a couple, building materials. There's my string. Found these things. It was such a great day yesterday. I found like 3 villages, 2 new villages, 2 new spots for horses. Actually 3 spots of horses, and a jungle temple and a desert temple that hadn't been found yet. So it was a prosperous day. But anyways, up here you can get up onto the wall, or up onto the lookout part of the wall. It only goes for the entrance, really, just to watch the front. But it's not loading over there so much, but there we go. It's a nice wall that wraps around you. The 2 houses that were burned down were part of this town hall, and part of this. I also helped build them roads and update them stuff, so I think they're happy with the trade and protection, and they have been cooperating. You can get some stuff here, but one of the main reasons I really liked this village and wanted to get the villagers' help is because of their blacksmith, which aren't any of these people. They do have people that will get stuff for them, but anyways, on to that later. So South Village Town Hall, not too big. This is here before. It was partially burned down. That's why there's some. It was like right here burned down, and like right this thing was like half burned down, pretty much. So I helped rebuild those 2 at the start. It's a show of good faith that we are here to help them. And again, here's our army outpost in their town, where we have bunks for some soldiers, and you can get up onto the roof. And I actually really like this way that I did this. It makes me happy, at least, and helps with the whole stair thing. I think it looks good. But yeah, so we have that happened, and that's more just where the reception is. I think we got some stuff kept here. Like here's where they're keeping the emeralds, more string, and weapons. Of course, if we ever need to defend the town, and it's actually a really cool system of defense, which I will tell you about after I show you everything. And they have a small training ground here, nothing too fancy, just 4 targets here and here. And if you want to go to the bow and arrow, you crop up here and you can practice from any length. It's kind of a cramped area, but you can practice from any length all the way back here. Come down here and do it too. From either place, depending on what you want. The little kids and people can like climb up here and watch the archers go at it, or they can sit over here and watch the swordsmen. So I thought it was cool. Improving relations with the town. Come down here, we got our horses and dogs, which took me a while to get. I only actually have 2 saddles, maybe three saddles, and that's because I had one, or I found one in an abandoned mine shaft that I dug into when I was building, and so then I went and found some horses, and I just used 1 saddle to like bring a horse back. Then, like I said, I found that desert temple, and there was 2 more saddles in there, so I was like, sweet, and I went out and got more horses. But I just used a method where I'd like take the saddle off them, bring it out there, get one, and bring it back. So I found 2 horses at one location, and those are the 2 black ones. They're the first ones I brought back. And then I found a new place with more horses. There was like 5 of them. I brought 2 of them back, and then I started to bring a 3rd one back, but it was really slow, and it was being really dumb, and I was really tired. And I ran across a 3rd location of horses while I was coming back, and one of the horses was a lot faster than. Shut up, you. Was a lot faster, which is the one in iron armor. Had a lot more health and was a lot faster. He knows I'm talking about him too. But see, he's got a lot more health, and he was decently fast, so I decided to take him back instead. So I brought him. But this one right here is probably the fastest. I had iron armor on him beforehand, and he is our messenger horse. So, like I said, we have a system of defense. So if the enemy is bringing their army, because they're in the west, which is that way, so they are coming from the west, we will see it, and some of the soldiers will be defending, while 2 of them will take a horse, the 2 with saddles that aren't the one with armor, and one will run to the Fort Percy to get reinforcement soldiers, and to send a boat from Fort Percy to Jack's land to warn Jack, and request soldiers from the Sky Castle to help. At the same time, the 2nd messenger will be going to the other harbor, because it's connected that way. You run a little bit, and you'll run to the harbor, and there request ones from me. So, so there's a good system of defense that'll be able to send soldiers very quickly, actually, back here. But enough of that. So the town is pretty well defended, and these are just other, town village houses. And here's the blacksmith. This was also a little bit destroyed, but this is the place that we really like. Not only because it had a place to store some tools while we were building. But it also, if I can find the blacksmith somewhere, he gives off some incredible items. I also helped rebuild the path here, as well as put in the stairs and do other stuff. They like getting up over here. So there's the blacksmith. So for 8 emeralds, he'll sell you a normal iron sword. But what's really awesome is that for 7 emeralds, he'll sell you a diamond helmet. And sometimes one of, maybe not this one, but one of the other blacksmith, the diamond helmet's enchanted. And I was like, well, sweet, 7 emeralds for a diamond helmet. So he is our diamond helmet supplier now. Easy way to get diamond helmets. No need to buy them or make them anymore. So that was really the true value of this place. That we wanted to secure. That was the interest that Jack's army had in this village. And so we did all this. We rebuilt their pathway because it had been destroyed. We gave them an outpost and a trading route with us, as well as built them a wall for defense. So that is the new Mythos that has been installed, and this one is a really funny dude. He actually, as you can see, harvests the grains and replants. I didn't realize that they did that, but so that's if you come here, you won't be able to find a lot of good wheat, because they have a person that harvests their wheat and whenever it gets ripe, and then replants it for it to grow again. So that's cool. But yeah, so that's pretty much all I got for you this time, guys. I just want to show you what I've been up to this week, and show you the expanded version of the Mythos of Jack. One last final note. So yeah, down that way, actually it's more that way, diagonally from my Fort Percy's training grounds, if you go diagonally that way, that's where I ran into a village. Jack had been there, but it's a nice desert village, and there were people that sold arrows. So that's my next mission, is to create a goods trade route with them as well, so they can be our arrow supplier. Because they had like 2 different people that were selling arrows, and like a good amount of arrows too. It was like 1 emerald for like 15 arrows. And I was like, well, dang, I usually like struggle to make, like finding the materials to make arrows, because you have to get flint, and I don't really like mining gravel all that much. And then you need feathers, and I haven't really killed a lot of chickens. Like, I got a chicken farm, so that's not as big of a problem. I just don't usually do it that much, because I don't eat a lot of chicken. But it's not something that I couldn't get. As well as sticks. So for buying emerald, to buy that, I think that'd be a good thing to buy. But that is all the time I have for you guys today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me how you like this expanded version of the Mythos of Jack's realm, Jack's kingdom. The kingdom's ever expanding. Now we have a better defense system in the south, and as well as a new trading partner, and hopefully another new trading partner coming soon. And maybe a new wall being built a little bit east of the old walls, a 3rd wall, if you will, putting some barrier between the enemy kingdom and us. So when the enemy kingdom does come knocking at our door with their army, we will be ready and be prepared to defend against them, and it will be awesome. And of course, we already have our attacker in position. Austin, I think, has completed his castle wall. I think he's now building interior stuff as well as some stuff inside the wall. And it looks pretty freaking awesome, and it is pretty freaking awesome. But we'll see. Hopefully he'll do a video on that soon. Like I said, look for some Jack recordings coming soon. I know Jack will be posting stuff soon. He's got his laptop now. His only thing is now, he's now in the workforce with his new job, so he is working hard there and puts in a lot of time and energy there. And he's been doing a lot more gaming on the PS4 as well. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you guys have a good week. Hopefully I'll talk to you soon. I've only got a month and a half left of classes here, so we will, in the summertime, that's when our boom happens with videos. So be looking for us then. This is Fulcon reporting out. Peace out.